side. Riding along with the bat cam, 100 miles an hour on that camera as they go down the back stretch.
Oh, there it is.
Hard into the wall, the 41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
The 18's in it, the 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge, he starts to roll now on the apron. The 32 of Matt DiBenedetto. The 4 of Harvick.
20 of Matt Kenseth.
78, Martin Truex Jr. Brendan Gaughan in the 75, the 7 image. You guys mentioned it, Ram Guts and Glory, the big one. When will it happen? It just did.
You never wish it, but there's only so much space on the racetrack, and you could see 2 wide went to 3 wide, went to 4 wide by multiple rows. It just finally ran out of room at the end of the backstretch. We see Kurt Busch climbing out of his car. His day will be over.
And numerous cars parked in the grass. The crowd, you could hear in the background roaring because they saw the 88 get by. Even though he was sideways, he was able to continue on. And the crowd appreciating that. Still an opportunity for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We saw Kyle Busch as well in it. Think about.
Red flag is out up here, so once you get caught up.
You can see the top of the 88 car. The roof flap, the inner flap. When the flap opens, there's a fabric that comes up that creates more drag. That's just come out of the roof flap. That's an easy fix.
What took place?
Just
looks like the 78. Was that the 38 perhaps of David Reagan?
Yeah, I think it was a 38. It's like that 78 trying to make it 4 wide. And that's the moves we see drivers make. Late in the race, you can see right there the 78 trying to get on the outside.
And this is what we talked about all week. Why do the playoff drivers fear Talladega? Because these drivers, the 18 of Kyle Busch, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse, Jimmy Johnson, you see heavy contact there as well. 4 of Kevin Harvick. They have to be in the middle of this pack. They have to fight for the points. That's why those stages are so important. Think about the points that were gained by Keselowski, Blaney, even Johnson. He got 10 points over the stages. That's going to take a little of the sting away from this accident because this has eliminated all of these race cars.
This is back-to-back weeks for the 18 of Kyle Busch to have a wrecked car.
Big hits.
And think about that. Everyone had Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. automatically in Miami. It was, oh, they're automatically going to be there. They have all those points. Nothing is automatic into the playoffs.
Controlling out the front here, go with that 48. Still bottom 3. Keep digging. Try to hold this thing straight. I can't see you here. Four in front of you, slow up high, slow up high, slow up high. Car up high, car up high, car up high, come through. Outside, caution, outside.
And it's good to have communications with the two when that happens.
You saw how quick it happened for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. There he is on the bottom. Boom, there's somebody, from his car. He knew nothing was happening until the 38 came flying in front of him.
And look at the 11 of Danny Hamlin, right in the middle, right here. There's cars wrecking on both sides of him, yet he sneaks through the middle as well as the 2 of Brad Keselowski on the bottom of the racetrack.
Kevin Harvick's in it as well. I didn't see Kevin Harvick until just now, but Kevin Harvick is also in this.
Riding along with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
2 outside, middle's dropping back pretty big here. The 11's in trouble. Keep coming, the jamming up. Keep going low, come on, low. Keep coming. Keep coming if you can. I cannot see you. All right, straight. Come on, straight. Go straight on the track if you can. There you go, straight it out. Come on, nothing coming here. Nothing coming. Coming to you maybe next time, Greg. I can't see it. Forward top, second, just a little second. Back it down, stay low. Stay on top, stay low if you can. Stay low if you can. Can't see you. Are you rolling? I can't see you. Hold here if you can.
Coming right at us.
It's Talladega. You just see it almost every race here. And what does this do? This just takes more green flag laps away. It makes the next restart you have to do even more. That's why we see these late race restarts. They create another caution.
We showed that replay of the 88 of Dale Jr. You see him turn down the racetrack right there. Did a nice job of kind of spinning to the bottom and avoiding the accident, but then getting a little fortunate as well. The 17 comes screaming through the picture, and another car I couldn't tell came by him relatively quickly. I think those two cars were, I won't say completely out of control, but had a lot of damage, so I'm not sure they were completely in control. As right here, a few scratches and dents, but nothing too serious. Looks like he should be able to come to pit road and get that thing cleaned up.
And we have permission to chat with Dale Earnhardt Jr. while we're under this red flag condition, so let's dial him up.
Hey, Junior, Burton, you got a moment to talk?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that looked like a wild ride, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I had anything to do with getting through there. I might have had a lot of luck and a little help from Stevie Waltrip here. But, oh, man, we kind of been stuck around 10th, 15th a lot of the race, and you're going to have to dodge a few things when you're in that position. But we've seen the car has the speed to right run, right push. It just hadn't had a whole lot of help today, but sometimes you got to create your own speed, and hopefully we can do it here at the end.
I'm sure you're going to have to pit here and put some tires on it. And what are you going to have to do? You got to kind of start in the back, but a lot of cars got eliminated. Can you get there by yourself?
No, I'll have to use side draft and hopefully get guys to push me here and there, but you can do it. I don't know how many guys got knocked out right there, but I think we're okay. I can't really see the car very well, but I think it's in one piece at least. We'll put some tires on it and give it hell.
Well, it doesn't look too bad from here, bud. We'll be watching. Good luck, man.
I appreciate it. Hope the fans are enjoying it. It's been fun in here.
Yeah, it's always crazy. He mentioned Stevie Waltrip, helping him get through that. Stevie Waltrip is Darrell Waltrip's wife, and Stevie, for almost all of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s career, has given him a scripture, a piece of Bible verse that he puts in his car every single time. Normally on the dash, now you see it on the left side. It's just to the left of the Mountain Dew sticker that's on the door panel right there. And every single race that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been in, he has received a Bible verse or scripture from Stevie Waltrip. So interesting that he brings that up, that helped him get through that mess. So under a red flag condition at Talladega, under 16 laps to go. Out front, it's Daniel Suarez, and luckily he was out front because just behind the front six, the chaos took place.
Still under a red flag here at Talladega after the big one, which included one of the favorites, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., among others, just getting released from the Infield Care Center. But Ricky, disappointment, I'm sure. How did that unfold for you?
Yeah, we were running stuff going on in top, kind of right in front of me, and the 38 just ended up parked right in front of us. And I felt like we had a really good run coming up the bottom with the 48, trying to get some of our track position back that we had lost at the end of the second stage. But our Sunday Ford was fast again. Felt like we had a car that was capable of getting up there, contending for the win, led some laps, and bummer we didn't get it in victory lane. But we'll go into Kansas next week and have some fun. Hopefully one of the Fords left can get it in victory lane for Doug and everybody at Roush Yates Engines after Robert passed this past week. So hopefully one of them will get it done for us, and we'll go on to Kansas, have some fun.
Yeah, get to see how the points will shake out, but you probably have a lot of ground to make up. How do you? What kind of confidence do you have going on to Kansas?
Well, we're just going to go out and have some fun. I think, we got points in that first stage like we wanted, and we were in position at the end of the second stage to get points as well, and just didn't work out. And then I felt like we had in position that we could, work our way to the front right there, past a few cars, and get in contention for a win. Just wasn't our day.
Thank you, Ricky. Dave?
With Kyle Busch now, who took a couple of hard shots there, and I heard you then kind of scream out like you were shocked, and then you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I didn't know where the heck the 48 car came from, with all the encapsulations of the head. I never saw him coming, I wish I would have, obviously. I would have tried to dodge left and go to the apron and shoot down there. I thought, looking at it, it looks like I could have missed it, but never seen him coming. So unfortunately that we got caught up in that mess, and none of our own doing. I thought when I cleared to 38, I was home free. I was clear of it, and then had another one come up from the left side. So I just hate it for my guys and everything going on with what our situation was for today, and we'll just have to go on and go into Kansas now.
I was going to say, and how does that set you up then for Kansas? Pretty obvious, huh?
I have no clue. I don't know what's going on around us. I don't know who all was in it with us. Obviously, the 48 was there. The 17 was there. The 1's been out for a while, so we should be probably the last guy through.
Need to have a good day for sure next week after a couple of bad ones. Glad Kyle's okay.
He just mentioned that his competitors, that he's fighting to be a part of that round of 8 that were caught up with him. So we know the 18, we know the 48, Kevin Harvick in the 4, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and the 20 of Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, and on that list you see the name of Kurt Busch, and man, that 41 looked fast at times, Kurt, but what did you see when the big one hit?
We got hooked in the right rear, and I was pretty close to the front of the pack. I'm just happy that everything turned out the way it did, to just not get clobbered by all the cars coming by. My guess is the outside lane was all jumbled up, getting aggressive and pushing, and somebody spit out and clipped us in the right rear. I thought we were looking good with the Monster Ford. We were coming from behind, and everybody left the inside lane open, and we were making hay. And here we are coming out of the Infield Care Center. I mean, it's just Talladega. It's just how it works out. We need to figure out how to make the cars better so everybody can bump draft a little harder.
Thank you, Kurt. Dave?
With Martin Truex Jr. now, who was trying to have just a no-drama day out there. What happened?
Well, I tried to get in a hole that was closing up at the wrong time, and by the time I got in the brakes, tried to get out of there, I got into 38 a little bit on the right rear, and he got squirrely as I tried to get out of there, and then all hell broke loose. So just was trying to get to the end and get towards the front and have a good day, and ended up causing a wreck. So I hate it for everybody. We definitely we had nothing to lose today, but at the same time, you don't want to be the person that causes others problems. And even though I feel like I've never been that guy here before, it looks like today I was. So I hate it for those guys and all their teams. I wish I didn't make that mistake. Just 18 to go at Talladega, trying to get going, trying to fill a hole. So bad judgment, and just should have been more patient.
Martin heads to Kansas with last week's win in the bag. That's important. And Rick, we cannot lose sight of the fact that we showed that safer barrier earlier, and all these guys walking away from the Infield Care Center injury-free. NASCAR's safety initiative has certainly been great.